Macro-cinematic shot at sunrise under a giant mango tree. Dewdrops glisten on the green grass, and warm golden sunlight filters through the leaves. The camera slowly pans across a tiny dirt trail where hundreds of black ants march in a line, carrying crumbs and leaves. Peaceful forest ambience, birds chirping softly above. A calm, warm narrator says, "Every morning, under this old mango tree, life follows its quiet rhythm until one day that peace was broken. Background music shifts gently from calm to a subtle drum tension. End the shot with a smooth fade out after 10 seconds. Distant movement catches the eye as red ants emerge from the opposite side of the tree's gnarled roots. The camera zooms in on their determined faces, their antennae twitching with purpose. The once peaceful music subtly shifts, and a low, tense hum begins to build, signaling an impending conflict. The air grows heavy with anticipation. Between the two colonies, a massive cookie crumb lies shimmering under the morning sunlight. Its golden, sugary surface glows like a treasure, a powerful symbol of temptation. The camera alternates in sharp close-up shots between the red and black ant soldiers, their eyes narrowing and mandibles flexing. The leaders of both colonies step forward, their stances rigid with defiance. The black ant general, his voice sharp and commanding, declares, "This is our territory. The mango tree belongs to us." The red ant general, equally resolute, replies firmly, "Your borders end at the roots. The sun shines for all. The food is ours too." The music immediately rises, a powerful crescendo of low drums and resonant strings. A gust of wind swirls dust between the two armies, a final, silent declaration of war. The battle begins. In a breathtaking rush, thousands of ants charge forward, their tiny bodies forming two colliding waves of black and red. The scene erupts into cinematic slow-motion sequences, capturing the raw intensity of the conflict. Sand flies through the air as bodies clash, and close-ups reveal mandibles locking together in a struggle for dominance. The sound design masterfully blends the thumping of countless tiny feet with the dramatic, sweeping score of a grand battle. The camera switches dynamically between wide, macro shots of the battlefield and intense, intimate close-ups of the skirmishers. Bodies begin to pile up. Orderly lines break into chaotic malaise, and the generals shout commands through rhythmic, urgent movements of their antennae. A montage shows the relentless passage of time. The sun shifts from its gentle morning position to the harsh glare of high noon. The heat rises and the air thickens with dust and the scent of struggle. Despite the carnage, the cookie remains untouched in the middle of the battlefield, a stark monument to the greed and pride fueling the war. Both sides suffer countless losses, their ranks thinning with every passing moment. The narrator's voice returns, filled with a somber tone. They fought for victory, not realizing they were losing everything that mattered. Amid the chaos, a single tiny black ant hides behind a leaf, its small body trembling with fear. It watches in horror as its friends and comrades fall one by one, its small eyes filling with tears of sorrow. Gathering a sliver of courage, it slowly crawls out from its hiding place and ventures into the heart of the battlefield. The roaring music softens, fading until only the faint sound of the wind and the heavy breathing of the exhausted warriors remain. The little ant calls out, its voice trembling but clear, echoing across the now silent field. Stop. Please look at what's happening. The cookie is still there, but so many of us are gone. It continues, its voice gaining strength with every word. If we share it, both sides will have enough. No one has to die for crumbs. A profound silence falls over the battlefield. The exhausted generals, their bodies covered in dust and scars, turn to face the small messenger. The wind blows softly through the leaves of the mango tree above, as if holding its breath. The two generals slowly approach the center of the field, the tension that had defined them now completely gone. They look at the small ant, then at each other, a flicker of understanding passing between them. With a deliberate, solemn movement, one general lowers his antennae, a universal sign of peace in their world. The other immediately follows suit. The narrator speaks gently, his voice filled with new-found warmth. Even the mightiest leaders must sometimes listen to the smallest voices. The music swells with hopeful, soaring chords as the sky brightens, and the dust of war finally settles. Together, the two colonies begin to carry the giant cookie crumb. They form a single, long, perfect line that stretches across the sand, a beautiful mosaic of red and black working in unison. The camera follows them from a low angle, the afternoon sunlight shimmering behind them, casting long, peaceful shadows. The narrator concludes, under the same sun, they learned survival is not about domination, but cooperation. Final shot. A wide view of the magnificent mango tree at sunset. The ground beneath it is peaceful once more, the scars of battle fading into the twilight. On-screen text appears when ambition blinds us. Cooperation becomes the only path forward. Soft orchestral music fades out as the camera tilts upward toward the glowing sunset sky, ending on a note of serene resolution.